Okay, so the first assembly, we're going to concentrate on this bit now, which is the first assembly. It's the cover with the paper cover. Could be printed, could be any media you like from the invitation companies, any color, any paper. It could be leather, it could be you name it. You can cover it with this. You just have to tell us which material you like, or printed, as I said. So first step, this is the first part we're going to make, which is the cover of the box. So you'll note there's our pieces stuck to the inside, and we will be sticking 2 ribbons which hold it together, make that beautiful knot at the top. So let's start. So from the box, we've got these components. So Hiro is going to show you, this is how we use the template. You'll note it's got 3 black areas, which says cover, spine, cover. So Hiro is going to rip that off. Now what we do is you just line them up. So this solves all the problem of having to buy a bookmaking machine which will line them up perfectly. You just have to use your eyes. So Hiro is going to stick the spine on first. It's always good to start with the spine first, because obviously you can allow top and bottom. That's all there is to it. And note, no glue, guys, no liquid glue. The second part of the spine. I mean, you know, if you wanted to be perfect about this gap that he's got between there is 3 millimeters. I've even written 3 millimeters on there for you. So if you were super worried, you could also go, because this material is 3 millimeters, go like that and butt the next piece up to the other side if you wanted to get it absolutely perfect. But you don't need to. As long as you can follow that, you're perfect. Hiro, put the ultima, the last one on there. Just follow the black marks. And to tell you the truth, yeah, you can always take it off again without problem. So if you stuff it up and you go slowly on, no problem. Personally, I like putting a bit of card between it because it makes sure it's perfect. But it doesn't have to be that perfect. Right, so now, trim it off. Hiro,
yeah.
Explicar poniendo una... I've got the lines on these, they come perfectly marked, but if you want to be super sure, here's a technique that you can never ever get it wrong. If you use the side of one of the walls, that is naturally exactly the right thickness that it has to be. So he's trimming that off so you don't get a lump in the corner. This is much more advisable to do it that way. And so now we're going to swap over. I'm sure you know, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. So we've got one previously done with all the 4 corners cut off. Pero no tenemos lados ya. So you can actually pull these off. They don't stick that well to start with until you roller them down. So let me show you how this looks. So box cover, I've even got the dimensions on it just in case. If there's any other information you want me to put on there.
Primero la espina, ¿no?
So I just wanted to prove to you, if you don't roller anything down, these are all movable. So if you make a mistake, do not be afraid. You can peel them off. That's why, to start with your first one, just place on lightly and see how you go. Always happy to send you a sample one. We can get your first one out as a tryout. But you will save yourself, I reckon, 50% of the cost if you can do this construction yourself. Get the cost down, sell more. Paper merchants will love you. You'll suddenly start selling tons and tons of paper. Well, via me, I guess. So, perfect. So, now the next step is the folding. So Hiro's going to demonstrate to us. Now, this is when it gets rid of any potential bubbles. Little rolling pin device there. It'll get rid of any bubbles, but it's pressure activated glue. Remember that, pressure activated glue. It won't stick unless pressure's applied. When pressure's applied, you'll never get this off. So now we're going to start, he's going to start the folding. Do it on the side, roll over, beautiful. First side. Now, that'll lock it down. As soon as you start using the roller, it locks. Once you've done this, there's no escape. Roller too soon, you've had it. Now,
primero todos los bordes, ¿no?
Yeah.
Primero todos los bordes largos.
So Hiro's saying the better to start with the large ones. Hiro's done hundreds and hundreds of boxes. This is just the first time we've attempted a do-it-yourself box. We usually have one person doing all the foldovers, one person doing all the cutting, one person doing the design, and one person doing the packaging. So,
Si sobresale material, lo metemos un poquito para
Yeah.
que no se vaya.
so if you find you're a little bit over, to make it more perfect, you can just double over with your fingernail there. He's done that on both sides.
Aquí se me quedó.
Yeah.
Y lo mismo.
And then you do the same trick again, but do the large ones first. Goes down with the roller.
Y
Like
ahora
I said,
sí,
the roller is the only
muéstrame
tool.
la carpeta completa. La carpeta
El otro lado? Esa es el otro lado. Esa es casi.
ok.
Sí. Right. So we've pretty much now, admittedly has to fold it over, but that's no big drama. I'm going to show you the one with, so now this is the way we do bookmaking, by the way. It's exactly the same technique. So you've got yourselves probably about 20% of the job done already, but you can get really quick at this, you know. So we're now going to show you the parts to get your ribbons straight. Now I'm more than happy to cut you the acrylic lineups, and you can put your own tape on wherever you like. This is super basic. We're trying to get super basic with everything we do. So it's super easy to follow, and you can change. So what we've done, you use the hot glue gun, put a dollop down here, and when you get your ribbon,
Acá está.
remember these are going to form the nice decorative bow on the outside. You see how Hiro's put 2 bits of tape down there? So when that's put there, this is exactly halfway up. So this glue is great because when it cools, you know, this might have a bit of pressure on it, people might be yanking it, etc. So that then glues on nice and tough. What I mean by that is it's not going to come off. Once that's cold, that is rock hard. It bonds. There's no way that that's going to come apart. So first step completed. That is the case, the outer case of our box. Next to come, we'll do the wall structure.